Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Endless Space 2. So the bad news is, I spent some time wrestling with her and I just cannot get a peace deal. Like, there's nothing. There's nothing she will accept. So we're gonna have to pay for force peace. I was trying to get a deal using normal peace, and like I was willing to give her some dust or whatever, to save on influence, but we're gonna have to save up and drop the 657, which unfortunately at our current rate of savings represents 3 turns from now. 3 turns more of influence gains. Now we are working on it a little bit, right? Nowhere am I currently building an influence thing, it looks like. Never mind. No, that's true. We're working on it. We're slightly working on it. We'll get there. So I'm just gonna hold out, I guess. We could cut one of our laws, but honestly, our laws are pretty good. We're kind of using them. Actually, we currently have no new colony rule approval. So we could cut new colony rule for a turn or two. We're not going to get any of these in the next turn, right? Patient 0 is, we need 13 more buildings, so we're not going to get that next turn. This is, we got to kill those guys. Actually, that we might get next turn. But cutting the law for 1 turn would be enough, right? Yeah, cutting the law for 1 turn will be more than enough. Okay, that's what we'll do. That, by the way, is why we're down to 42% content. It's caught up with us, finally. Don't worry, we're going to fix it. We're getting there. Okay, so... yeah, nothing else to do at this point. Let us press the button. Okay, Bellatrix is pretty unhappy, and now it's all of a sudden not that unhappy anymore. Not sure what changed. We are definitely going to force peace. Okay, we've met the Cravers, and they have immediately threatened me? No.
We have nothing to say to them. For your deeds, a special place in the void awaits you.
Wow, harsh. The peace I impose on us is worse than even bad weed. I mean, she's probably not that into weed, is my guess. Okay, so now we're about to get this, so I'm going to turn that law back on. Now keep in mind, we do have access to Make Love Not War, and we probably do need to start running that. We're only at peace with them, though, right? I can start forcing peace on other people, I guess. It probably wouldn't be that hard to get peace with some of these factions. But man, we just need more influence generation. But what we also really need right now is 35 approval at the cost of only 99 influence per turn, as opposed to the 15 approval we would get here for twice that. So, press. Alright, now let's do this battle real quick. We want to be close. And that secures us a new faction and 1 level of new colony rules. So now we're back up to... okay, we're still only content, but it's a better content. It's a better level of content. Some individual systems are higher on approval than they once were. So we did that. We got 50 titanium out of it as well. We've pulled the Epistis, and now let's take a quick look through all of our assimilation traits, because we've gotten a lot now. System improvements are 10% cheaper. We have an industry for every curiosity that we've explored on all of our systems. Our heroes recover more quickly, pretty useful, or pretty useless rather. We do a lot of damage to attackers during ground battles. We're very difficult to conquer at this point. A lowered peaceful treaty cost. I don't know if that affects force peace or not. Maybe. Plus 2 FIDSI per citizen on planets with reduced anomalies, which is, we gotta make sure that we're reducing our anomalies. Somebody pointed that out in the comments, and I said, oh yeah, that's a really good idea, and then I forgot about it. Food is turning into science, which is a little awkward, because I actually would in many cases rather it be food. We're lowered technology costs, so that's a lot of free traits we've gotten there. Sorry, not free. That's a lot of traits that we have paid for. Next turn, we're going to get 2 more systems on our expansion thing. So actually, our approval is going to start getting to a pretty good place pretty soon. We're also going to pick up super light content systems, and then we're headed back over to here, so we have to get this online. So probably what we want to do there is get Galactic Security Charter running. And then, like, maybe the 2 mining techs, because, man, it would be really cool if we could get all of the resources. Also, you know how I feel about those microwave pipes. That's my plan for right now. We also have gained control over Delphinus, which is great. They're mad at us, because everybody's always mad at us. You know, if one person is a big jerk to you, then you know a person who is a jerk. If everybody's a big jerk to you, it's possible you're the problem. Something, I guess, worth thinking about. Anyway, out here on Cetus, I think we are probably just, farming. Farm. Did I look at this already? I did not. We got some hydromiel somewhere. I don't even know. We have so many systems. I can't keep track of where everything is. We desperately need more influence. Also, this has to happen. Do that. Yeah. Then give me some of that. Alright. Bellatrix is working hard. We 28k, so we're getting close. Every turn, a little over 2,000 is going to come off of that cost, and also we're gaining 2,000 per turn. We might actually be able to push it right now, even just through sales. Over here, we have acquired Graphius. So I'm going to grab drone networks and predictive logistics and planets. Just all of the planets. Actually, given how low the settle costs for these planets are, we can probably afford to grab them first. That's a huge planet. So Graphius 3 gets to move up in the rank a little bit there. Because we already have Xeno industrial infrastructure here, and this planet is temperate as well. Yeah, this is good. This is good. Let us gain many things. Over on Timos, definitely need to acquire more living space. And then, yeah, that also will be useful. Okay, we have a lot of stuff building. We need 8 more buildings. So 1, 2... this, actually... Yeah, it's a system improvement. That'll count. So 1, 2, 3, 4... 5... That probably doesn't count. So actually, it's looking like we're only going to get 5 over the next 2 turns. And then we'll get it... we'll get it soon after that, but obviously I want to get the approval running as quickly as possible. Still have a little bit of work to do here. We also would... I'd really like to get us another behemoth. In order to get that, we need to research more behemoth tech. These are all mining improvements, which I don't really love. Oh, you know what? We need to grab these colonization techs as well. I think we can probably place them... I'm going to queue these at the front, but then we're going to move this. This needs to get done right now. Colonization techs, then we'll go get super light content systems for even more influence and the ability to buy out Antares, which is a thing that will be available to us for not too long from now. Unfortunately, we're going to actually have the influence to do that. Oh, you know what? We can cut pay it forward, because we're not running ecstatic anywhere anymore. That's not true. We're running ecstatic in one place, but 2 places. But it's definitely not worth paying for this law anymore. Someday soon, we can hope. So what we could run instead is... maybe nothing. Maybe we just bank for a little while. Obviously, I would really love to get this going. At some point, where we want to be is like these 2. And we also want to be at peace with more people. So this is a good time to build up some influence, because we're going to need it. Oh my. Okay, that's a lot of stuff. Man, maybe we need to build another scout ship. It's not a great use of our resources, but also it is just, like, 1 scout ship. It's not terribly expensive. Maybe, like, here? Well, here we need to get our black tax authority up. We just need living space first. We also need that, and this probably actually, this goes before that other stuff. And then we're actually going to have antimatter coming in, finally. Yeah, I mean, it's coming along. I have new diplomatic options with... I don't actually see anybody that I have new diplomatic options with. Nobody has the little indicator. No, he does.
What do you sound like when you scream?
I'm gonna do this. I don't even know where his outposts are, but I'm not okay with them being near me.
Tell us what you plan.
We need this system, man. I still don't even know what system we're talking about. I'll increase my pressure back on him. What do we... Where did he... He green? Apparently I was yelling at him about Yersh. I guess I can see the outpost, so... That makes it near enough, right? Okay, we are actually picking up planets. I'm working on it, man. It's taken a while, but we're working on it. Alright, let's keep pushing. 2.1k per turn is not bad. Not a bad start. It's growing all the time. Our trade companies are accumulating XP, getting more valuable. You can see the increases. Definitely want to pick that up. We are now friendly with the Zvali. We need to get to... Oh, wait, are they willing to give me a quest now? Have 3 or more active laws in your empire. You guys, you shouldn't have. Such kindness. Alright, 24k. Can we approach 24k? I actually want to use a lot of these resources now. Makes me a little bit more reluctant to sell them. We don't really need a lot of adamantium. It's like we can get 2.3 from that alone. It was 24? 24,044, so right at 24. And we could probably sell some Jadonics, right? I don't think I was planning to use Jadonics. We can sell that. We can sell, honestly, all of this. Maybe all of this as well, since we're about to pick up mining, although it's not even all that valuable. So what are we actually at? We need about 2,000 more. Well, we're bringing in actually a lot of mushrooms. Okay, get that done. This guy may get moved off of this system. We have a couple heroes who are approaching big influence gains, but he's going to get a good rush of XP here, which is valuable. Also, that counts as a building for our patient zero, so that's good. You guys don't... There's not a lot of value in having ships sitting there. We could probably send a lot of these to Bushir. If we're going to get attacked on this side, it's going to be from Bushir. Life form, signal, subterranean... Yeah, show me what this is. This is something I want to know about. It's antimatter. Alright, over here on the car, we definitely want to keep this sower on this side. And I think at this point here, we want to probably start swapping over to the spin project. And then, you know what, honestly, terraforming this planet to something where the dust output's a little higher. Oh, wow. Okay, we don't really have an option. But we can terraform it to something where we will be happier, and we can fit more population while only reducing the dust output by 1. It is definitely the part of the game where we start terraforming, or maybe that should even have happened earlier. One of a lot of our ships sit at Bushir for right now, our warships anyway. Yeah, we should probably build another scout ship so that we could at least check out Varen quickly. a lot of important stuff going on in a lot of places, but we can spare a moment for this. So with cultural and vertex up, we're at content now, 62. I mean, this didn't really change. We're still way over. And I'm working on getting another one, because I cannot be contained, nor can I learn lessons. Approval's getting pretty good. Also, a lot of stuff is completing rapidly. Okay, so... Oh, also we did this. Luxury measures is up. That's fantastic. Fat, dumb, and happy. That's just how I like my voters. All we need to do now is give them something to goggle at, and the final step will be within reach. Arden was at it again. The kid keeps letting his enthusiasm get the better of him, and I keep getting angry visits from our partners. Some people say the new pharmas they're coming up with are causing everything from addiction to violence to hospital. We saw some of this. We saw this text already. Yeah, man. The warehouses are full to bursting, and there isn't a palm in the galaxy that hasn't been greased to let our goods through. It's time to expand the trade routes and start scoring some serious Sakan. Your counselors took this choice for you. We will bring a system to level 3, and once we have done so, minus 10% on overpopulation disapproval per system level on systems. Now, to be clear, overpopulation disapproval and overexpansion disapproval are different. This is specifically the disapproval that you get from having population in these slots on your planets, the ones that are highlighted in red here. Still, pretty good. Also, pretty easy to do. And for free, we have received split-second ablatives. That is definitely a combat tech. Which one is it? No, it is not a combat tech. It has a name kind of similar to a combat tech. Split-second ablatives. Let's, It is in fact... Oh, it's the other medium ship design. You know, that's totally fine. I don't know that we'll get a lot of use out of it, but that is a fine thing to get for free. Also, we did that. So 60... 60... What do you call it? Transvine. And also, we're bringing in 5 Transvine per turn. Yeah, we're bringing in a lot more resources now. I'm pretty happy about this. So, I think our plan was for our second system booster to be that, right? Seems like a good idea to me. So we'll have enough resources to do that without having to buy any in 3 turns. But also, we could buy a bunch. That said, if we're going to buy anything, it's going to be a whole lot of trees. Where are we at on that? We would need 57 trees. We currently have 0. Can I get 57 trees, please? You just walk up to the marketplace and say, hey, hey, buddy. Hey, pal. The guy who works at the marketplace, his name is Buddy. It pays to know these things. I'm going to need 57 trees, if you don't mind. And he's like, yeah, sure, whatever, I don't care. We should run Toys for Boys for a turn. Give us a little bit of a boost and also accomplish... I mean, if I run Toys for Boys for a turn, we're going to gain a bunch of approval. And then we're going to gain a system. And it's going to have some effects on our approval. But also, it's free. And yeah, I want... Give. I want system, please. System, give. He has declared... Okay, whatever. Man, I just can't even pretend to care about that. Did we hit 10 pulsos or 20? Pulsos is 10. We don't have 20 of anything. Once we hit 20 pulsos, you know, the bonus is not nothing. But also, I don't care about it enough to, like, put a bunch of effort into getting it. So... we can cut Toys for Boys next turn, and we'll still have 3 instances of the new colony rule. Although one of them wears off in 3 turns. And we'll cut it and we'll replace it with, you know, the plus industry on happy, or plus industry on ecstatic tech for a few turns until we are no longer ecstatic, and then we will refigure. Definitely get some mining here. Definitely also reduce some anomalies, because that's a valuable thing to do. And I think I want people mostly on this planet. That's right, we do get extra extra industry on hot with our Mavros. But this is where all the food is. And we're currently at 116 food anyway, though. We're fine. What is this? Why is this ship glowing? Man, what? Search thing. Okay, I don't know what that is part of. We're working on this on Gaikon. How are we doing on Gaikon? We need 783 and 242. So we actually haven't improved our industry here very much. In part because I'm just very busy. I thought for sure that Denark University was going to handle it, but apparently not. Well, once we get that lava planet, that'll solve that part. I think it's still worth doing this over... I mean, like, I know we need influence, but I think it's still worth pursuing the growth of the system. So we are now producing 30 influence here. It's cut in half because we're fully inside a hostile influence zone. But if we can push half of our influence over their total influence, then Bellatrix will consume this whole area eventually. That's my plan. That's my hope. My fervent hope is that we will be able to do that. We do actually need to build approval structures. Our approval bonus is going to wear off soon. Also, we need to reduce things. Also, we need this stuff. All of that stuff eventually. We picked up some new fleets. And I guess I'll have some of us wait at... See this? This is another bottleneck. Discovered 50 whole dust. Actually, I can search these without a probe now. That's probably a good way to go about that. And I think we want everybody on Kochab 1. I know, the psychoactive air. We'll figure it out. Probably it makes sense to get... we'll do it this way. Right, because that psychoactive air is reducing... No, you know what? That is not a high priority. Predictive logistics is, though. Okay, so where are we at on being able to buy Transvine? Because I would love to get the faction quest just done, right? That's approval without having to work very hard. Okay, so I'm gonna do it on Bellatrix, I think. This is a place where I'd like to be able to buy things out. Oh, except we don't have... we're not even level 2 on Bellatrix yet. It turns out. Turns out I had not been prioritizing this. It was important in the early game, and then it got less important. We also need to pick that up at some point. But one thing at a time, I guess. Alright, let's see what is over here. Okay, Ocellus is actually about to start searching its curiosities, so we're going to find, hopefully, a whole bunch of really cool stuff there. I think we actually want people on... Oh, they're producing more influence on the hot world, though. Yeah, but we really do need growth. There's a lot more food over here. We gotta focus on food for the moment. Also, Black Tax Authority. Just generally really great. And I guess if we're going to be over here, Interplanetary Transport Network makes a lot of sense. Probably that actually goes first. Alright, so we have a lot of development going on all the time, everywhere. There's a lot of empty systems, but I still don't feel comfortable pushing to pick them up. With our approval in the state that it is in and everything. I am close to achieving a conquest victory? Really? That right? I mean, I guess I have been acquiring very aggressively. So on Acellus 1, we've discovered another source of transvine, a source of adamantium, and a plasma shielding module, which is fine. Okay, Horatio's declared war on us. We'll deal with it. As the Lumerian population of your empire increases, so does the demand for goods from Genis, the Lumerian home planet. Lumerian trading companies all over your empire are scrabbling to get their hands on stock of a certain type of seaweed-derived spice, the price of which has skyrocketed. Rumors of an illegal Lumerian black market cartel are already circulating. Lumerians are notoriously hard to regulate once their crime organizations get rolling, so you would do best to cut off this chain of events before it gets out of hand. So possess more watery planets to get... Okay, whatever, I don't care about that. That's not even a reward that I care about. They have done a bad job of motivating. So where are we in danger here? If Horatio attacks us from... What? Am I afraid of this? Do I care about this? I'm not sure I care about this. You know, we do have a hot world. Yes, that's worth picking up. So's this stuff, probably. All of this approval is going to come to an end eventually. Alright, so we just got the ability to colonize lava worlds. Wait, we got the ability to colonize lava worlds before the ability to colonize ash worlds. Right, because I alt-clicked this to put it at the front of the queue, then I alt-clicked this to put it at the front of the queue. So I didn't actually get the facilitating link research bonus there. That's a little tiny bit non-ideal. Alright, what do we want to do about this threat from Horatio? How much do I care about this threat from Horatio? Not that much, really. Horatio's not at war with anybody. He is paying the Hisho a truce, right? Is that what that means?
You have offended the most perfect. As Horatio, we are most vexed.
He's fairly committed to this war. The thing is, we could grab some tech here. Alright, let's pick up big data shipyards and then autonomous construction, right? And then we'll figure this out. I'm not too terribly afraid. I do think we should route some ships back in that direction. This is a pretty bad ship. Where is my frigate is over here. Not a great ship either. But we gotta get back to Timos and be ready to defend ourselves. I've been attacked at Liesel by a random Nashast ship. Weird. Well, they are a medium laser type ship. We are also medium laser type ships. Power to shields, I suppose. This ship is actually a little bit better than ours, so I'm a little worried about this. Also, we haven't really watched a space battle in a long time. Oh, that's right. This is the... Yeah, we did have a quest to destroy this fleet. I kind of forgot about them when I issued movement orders. I'm not sure how this is going to go. We have the 2 flotilla advantage. And actually, wow, the game really screwed him on firing arcs. Like, he actually has been able to do very little damage so far. That's a small ship that he just barely destroyed. Harsh, man. Well, our pulsos on planets with strategics are pretty... Yeah, that's happening in some places. Easy enough. We definitely want to cut toys. Actually, are we still going to be ecstatic in places generally if we cut toys for boys? We're at -60 over colonization. Yeah, actually I think we are. We do currently have 105 extra approval. Okay, so we cut Toys for Boys. Pop up over here. Everybody's still ecstatic, so we can run our pay it forward law for a little bit longer. Absolutely decisive. Okay, I don't know. He might actually show up with an army or a navy, but even if he does, like, good luck to him as far as attacking us, right? Sorry, I mean attacking our planets. He could certainly kill our ships in the air, but he's not going to be able to take planets from us. Alright, found another point of population, because you know what our empire is really short on is bodies. Just, we don't have any people. So we're working on improving our dust output, our science output, our various outputs. They're all going generally upward. We have some extra dust now. I really, really don't think it's a good idea for us to put any more money into acquiring new systems. So why don't we do some of this stuff? The Polaris Incorporated Corporation is actually producing like really, really good resource output. Why is Interstar Group only running a single trade route? Disabled trade routes, the associated headquarters subsidiary might be blockaded, or the routes try but fail to pass through a hostile system. The incidents are located around Antares. Oh, are they... Yeah, they're running routes through Antares to Ceres instead of through Timos to Nakar to Ceres. So, our routes are not able to be blockaded, but blockaded does not mean blocked. Blockaded is a specific thing. This is a problem for that reason. Let's see if we can talk him into some kind of sense into him here.
Tell you get lost, but I am no lesser being.
Obviously, he would love it if I'd give him a system. I'm not interested in doing that. Maybe we should take a system somewhere and then give him that. Like, what if we put down on Arcturus and then passed it over? That's probably not a real plan. Alright, we're gonna talk to him again. He's gonna be mad. Yep,
lesser
again.
mortals would tell you get lost, but I.
So what do we have that he might be down with? You know, we're bringing in the super spuds pretty quickly. We could afford to part with some of these. Not really making a lot of motion here, though. This is tricky. We might have to beat him in a space battle or two in order to get him to back off, and I'm not actually sure whether or not that's feasible for us to do, so we have not seen his military strength. But I think we're gonna have to wait a minute. This is not resolvable this turn, I don't think. Also, again, we're at very, very little risk of losing any systems to him, because we have, on top of the fact that the AI is just not very good at invading you, we have, of course, the Nashest thing. We discovered Behemoth Song on Acellus 3, pretty great. Dust Load on Eridanus 4. These are some good anomalies. A Source of Quadronix on Kochab 2. The Repulsive Plates module, which is not very good, on Kochab 4. Listen, they can't all be winners. And also more Quadronix. Kochab, valuable system. Which one is that? It's this one. Okay. We also had some Lumerisborn. We hit 10 Nashest, which is pretty whatever. The 10-point population bonuses are always pretty bad. Destination marketing. Even more dust and influence. So we want to move him to Bellatrix, right? He's not going to be producing any what do you call it? Dust from hot here, but he'll push the influence up even further, and you can see we're already overpowering them. I think we should press that. Although, also that guy is leveling up. So maybe we're fine keeping things as they are and just letting this guy continue to make headway himself. Making headway faster would be better. According to your scientists, Eridanus 4 holds a secret. It was once a planet-sized factory owned by the Endless, the first spacefaring people to harness the power of dust. The Endless are extinct now, more or less, But if they left any traces of their civilization behind, they'd be frozen miles under the surface. Perhaps their archaeological remains may still hold valuable lessons for you and your empire. How will you dig through all that ice? Alright, Eridanus. You really come alive. We gotta take this place over, because it has really, really good anomalies. Also, there are a number of other things that we should probably do here. Sure, level 2 modernization is a great example of things we should do here. We should reduce this. And then we got to get the ability to actually colonize those planets. Okay, Ragashi has become a little bit less effective at building things. We have received, for free, compact warp methods, which is actually a pretty good tech and a pretty modern tech for us. And then, yeah, this is... It's hard for me to care about this. Bombers, I mean... Really? War? Is that how we're doing things? We're doing wars now? I don't want to do that. That sounds like it's going to get in the way of making money. Let's see. Let's start with a ruin. Subterranean life form, atmospheric. I guess let's just dig these out. Okay, both mid-level strategics and 50 science. Those rewards, the science and dust rewards, really need to scale up over the course of the game the way they do in Endless Legend. Because there are so many curiosities that you can explore late in this game that just, like, it can't matter what's in them, which is a real shame. Okay, we probably want everybody to stay on Psychagoja for the moment. It's good that we unlocked all these planets, but we are not ready to make use of them. Okay, so we don't need this yet, nor do we need this yet. Development, though. Just general development is good. Mostly what we're doing here is we're continuing to make food. That's the most important thing. This is a pretty good system, and I would like to get here. Let's get autonomous construction, so we have the ability to have 7-point fleets, which hopefully will be enough to get us through this war, or, you know, this war may not actually even go anywhere. That's totally possible. This may all be saber-rattling solely for the purpose of screwing with my my trade income and preventing me from purchasing Antares, because you cannot use influence to buy a system from a player you are at war with. That might be a lot of what's happening there. Alright, let's talk about this hero switch. Right now, this guy is providing 40 influence plus 2 influence per people on planet for every citizen, plus 10% influence. While this guy is providing, what, 5 plus 1 for each of his levels, and he's level 4, so 9. But how much do we need him on Gaikon? Gaikon, we're definitely getting... Well, we actually only have 2 hot planets in the Gaikon system. Yeah, okay, I'm comfortable with the switch. We're going to lose a little bit of dust per turn, but at this level... Let's grab you. Really push the influence through the roof there. So we're going to make headway pretty quickly. And then I don't think I want this guy to go to Gaikon, although I guess Gaikon's about to finish building things, and it builds stuff quickly. So there's a lot of XP to earn here. Yeah, you know what? It'll be fine for him to be here for a while. Also, I need to keep looking at the marketplace because new heroes are going to show up and we should buy them. Wutska Greysand is a counselor, and he shows fine. Counselor's pretty good, I think, for us. Public relations experts could be really nice. So, yeah, welcome aboard. Don't know what I'm going to do with you. Didn't actually look at what your starting skill was. Oh, influence. Great. Great. I want to put you down somewhere that could use the growth. Someplace with a fair number of planets, not a ton of population yet, but like room to grow. That's not bad. This is probably better. Right, because this skill is plus food per inhabited planet. Yeah. Okay, and here, now that we've expanded out, we probably want to be on, I guess, Graphius 3? It's only very slightly less industry than the others. It's a lot more science. So you guys want to be on a sterile world, if possible. Not really an option. Okay, and then also we have some influence, or some dust left, so we're going to keep an eye on these, keep leveling these up. Eventually, these will be producing really good trade values. It's just going to take a little while is all. We gotta get this under control. It's really slowing us down. Okay, so we just hang out here for a little while longer. Bushir is kind of defended at least. We could start forcing peace with other players. So like this is Riftborn. We could force peace with the Vaulters.
Let's see
if she's willing to do normal peace, because it's cheaper and also they don't hate you as much. Like if I went for peace plus a science agreement, I know you love these. No? I'm actually fine with giving you that. I don't really need your titanium. This is all of my influence, though. We're producing enough right now. It's not a problem. Hold on. We can maybe do it at a slightly lower cost. Because we have, like, quadronics and stuff. The AI loves top-tier strategics. Yeah, that'll do it right there. At a much, much lower cost to us. And in fact, it looks like we probably don't even have to give her all of the quadronics. We are definitely gonna make sure we are min-maxing here. Give her as little as possible. Alright. Cool.
I doubt the Forerunners themselves know if it is safe to trust you.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not super safe. Alright, so we're at peace with you. We're at peace with you. This color is the UE. No.
Test my patience.
No, man, we're not.
The Empire.
We're gonna force peace on him. In a turn. Our influence growth has been pretty great. And keep an eye on when that new colony rule ends and when we want to pay it forward. And when we do that, we can actually go back to, we can start running the good pacifist laws. So we still haven't seen a single Horatio ship yet. This is undermining his threats a little bit. Man, we get notifications. Okay, so I did that. Peaceful life. It's pretty good. We have been pirate marked. You know, I don't really care about that. Okay, we gotta start processing these. Hold on. I'm still getting new modifications, or new notifications. Alright, yeah, people are being born. This guy is leveling up. I took a point in that earlier, so I'm gonna assume that I did that for a good reason. At this point, I just have to trust myself. Past SB has never done anything that wasn't correct, right? Okay, that has ended. That's fine.
Our purpose is to kill.
Okay, you're
Friendship
threatening
is
me.
something pure, isn't it?
You guys actually like me now.
Actions and words.
They would love an alliance. Boy, that's a lot of antimatter. We could build a lot of cool stuff with that. That would put me at war with the Cravers? I guess I have a system right here that would like to not be attacked by Cravers. But also, it kind of looks like he's pushing out on this. Maybe I don't have to be afraid of that? But I don't want an alliance. I want peace. Let's see if he'll do peace, though. We might be able to get
only harmony,
cheap peace with him.
not to anger or offend.
Oh, wow. Can I get a little something, maybe? Buy ourselves some tech? Yeah, I have enough influence to buy a tech off of him. We could get hardened alloys. Oh, he would do that. He's got a lot of military technology that we do not have. I want this one, though. This is a command point one that's pretty valuable. Alright, excellent. So we are still ecstatic everywhere for the moment.
The heart finds your proposal of vow.
We're going to refuse this one. I would love that antimatter, but I don't want to get involved in that nonsense. Okay, the final chapter of our faction quest. There's only one thing the families like more than money. Okay, almost as much as money. And that's theater. It's our species' pastime and passion, and more deals have probably been struck in VIP seats during intermission than anywhere else. The kid knew that. Parks, churches, restaurants, hotels, and aquariums got nothing on theaters. The Barda-Omokor feud ended in a VIP box, and the Mios cut loose from the Arakio and became a full family via a negotiation conducted during intermission at the bar of the Ormandi Hall. But last night, unless I got something wrong, Arden and his troops violated the oldest unwritten line of our codes. They took out a Rada counselor to the Lancellum during Sanglarati, and they didn't even have the decency to let the poor girl hear the end of the aria. So somebody is at war with somebody, and I gotta quick figure out who I can point at who, and whether or not I can make everybody rich enough to forget what the kid did. That, or tell them where he is and let Arden float belly up with the birds. Right, because you wouldn't say sleep with the fishes, because they always... Yeah, okay. So, we can possess 2 desert planets to gain military buyout, which is a resource improvement that we can conduct. It's not valuable. We could gain the Dust Oracular system improvement. Sits in the queue, and as such, prevents all of your industry from doing anything, and also cuts half of your science off, cuts all of your science off, but gives you half that much dust. That's something, I guess. Pick up Dust Excursion. Oh, we definitely don't want to do this. I need my influence. Or Capitalist Frenzy. Well, this one is probably the best of these abilities to turn things into dust. Yeah, okay, possess at least 6 luxury deposits. We are well beyond that. Deaths have happened before, though this one was gratuitous. With luck, we can buy off the Lancellum with luxuries. Without luck, it's war. Yeah, because remember, any of those things are going to consume all of your industry, right? Because they're sitting in your queue, preventing you from building anything else. We definitely want to keep everybody running over here. We definitely need Spin Project. We probably don't need either of these just yet. I mean, I think I probably want to build up happiness structures and then National Museum. Although maybe it's possible the happiness structures won't really be necessary. We're currently getting 70 approval from colonized systems. I guess we're only going to be getting 49 from the, or 45 from the approval law when we run it. We're going to need some happiness structures. Probably not full structures across all of our planets, though. Again, focus on food. I don't really care for exoscience stations. Let's just keep working this up, because our ideal set of laws here is going to be expensive. Now we have this now, which is kind of cool. So that's 10 approval. That's also 10 approval here. Let's get those going. We have access to the Wellbeing Center, but it is expensive. It's a lot of antimatter and a lot of industry, rather. probably afford to do a little bit of modernization. Okay. So yeah, Bellatrix is fighting back against this influence boost, or against this influence bubble very effectively now. And we probably, next turn, have enough influence to start arguing with Horatio. Oh, I'm not spending our dust. So we've done that. We have access to Capitalist Frenzy now. We also are leveling up at really quite a rate. So he is on Timos, which is pretty far away. No, sorry, I was thinking of Orm. We are getting attacked somewhere. Oh, sure. Well. The enemy has a tractor beam. Oh no, my shuttle. Not a big deal. So... do we want to lower the refill rate of our fleets, but also lower the retrofit costs of our stuff? Or, I mean, this doesn't matter. None of that matters. Just keep putting points into the skills that I had previously decided were correct, because I'm going to assume that I decided correctly that they were correct. We picked up some sources of ionic crystal. Not really, I think, a resource that we have much interest in.
Fleeting things in this universe. This
Okay.
declaration is a step to...
So, if they're going to do that to us, we might want to do it back.
A warm welcome, friend. We Riftborn begin to see the beauty in this universe.
This'll increase our pressure on them. You know what? Honestly, no, I don't care that much. We're still pushing on them for the moment. Let's see what that looks like next turn. But first of all, we can't afford it right now, and secondly, even when we can afford it, I'm not sure that it's a good use of our influence, frankly. Okay, you guys should probably be over here. Although, those population units can be on that planet, because that's where the strategics are. That's a little bit of food and still more science than Rhea 2. Yeah, okay. Let's spin project. I think our approval levels are actually going to be okay. Okay, an amoeba population, which is not crazy, no. We're not that far from amoeba space. Although I do think it's interesting that they chose to fly off this way instead of going to the amoeba homeworld. There's some narrative there being hinted at gently. I guess we can go over here. There's something to explore on that side. Oh, you don't even have Workers' Campus yet. Yeah, get that done. Obviously, we want influence, but I also really want Workers' Campus. Probably want to run here. Stats are a little bit better. Okay. Are there any other systems that need orders? We're building a lot of stuff that's kind of a purpley color. That's how you can tell we're doing well. We can afford to build all those purples. We could terraform this and probably should. Oh yeah, we can terraform it into a planet that produces a lot more money. And then actually, is desert is still sterile. So we could build this. Probably worth doing. And then that's a lot of approval. We don't have any good strategics here. I guess that's probably worth building as well, just in case we do actually have to put ships together. Let's do one more turn and then we'll try talking to Horatio again. I know it's probably a lost cause, but... Okay, so we're done exploring this for now. We could go to Lyran, assuming that we don't get attacked. Doesn't look like there's anything hostile there right now. They're sending Vine ships out to Nakos. See, I'd like to pick up Thea. But I'm a little worried. Like, I wanna wait and see how our approval actually shakes out as our new colony bonuses run out. And we may as well do some of this. This is still our best trade company. Yeah, we gotta get this Terry's situation sorted out one way or another, though. I mean, we could just go over there, right? We have 300, 5. So we have 9 command points worth of ships. We have 900 manpower, and we can convert it all to tanks. And do some of this as well. Apparently I'm actually really low on Hyperium for some reason. Okay, well, we'll give that a turn or two. But we can just go take Antares through force, and then after we've done that, try to negotiate peace with him. I'm a little worried about the fact that I don't know if there are ships there. And losing a fight is always bad, right? You lose a fight, the AI starts to feel really confident that they've got you under control. Alright, let's see what the influence change over here is. Because even if it's not very much, I don't think that's necessarily a big deal. We don't necessarily need to spend influence on that, is what I'm saying. Okay, boiler room. Plus 20 dust on systems on Empire. But chance of creating a major economic crisis, or a thing that gives us approval, which right now at this moment seems like it might be okay. So did we lose all of our new colony rule approval there? Yep, it's all gone. Okay, so we cut new colony, put in make love not war. This is actually a lot of approval now. That's got us back to ecstatic pretty much everywhere. So we can just leave pay it forward in place for right now. But obviously, my precious is pretty important. It's going to be another 414 influence per turn. So yeah, I guess we can't run this right now, mostly just like because of cost. We need to get our influence generation up further. Okay. Do we want to do this? I think we want to do this. Let's buy 12 Hyperium. Oh. Yeah, I mean, welcome aboard. We have empty slots, so you're in. We cannot purchase 12 Hyperium. We can purchase 2 Hyperium and then wait a turn. Yeah, we have 10 movement here. We can definitely get over there. Do I want to build another ship, maybe, this turn, then? So what's your deal? You give plus dust per planet. That's pretty cool. Or plus dust per citizen on planets. And also nothing. Also, right now, nothing. So he probably is best placed on a system where we already have a fair amount of population. A place that doesn't really need a governor. This is more about him than it is about them. What reasonably healthy system does not yet have a governor? Gautria does not. Okay. Yeah, Gautria is a fine place for you. Also, apparently I didn't actually commit one of the points for Woods Fez, which is ridiculous. Why would I do this? On Timos, what is our resource output? It's potatoes and blue cat mold. So this is okay here. How many hot planets are there? 2. Okay. Let's go for this for right now. That's right. I didn't commit his skill point because I was checking him out to make sure he was doing the right thing, and then I was checking to make sure I had the right system for him. And then I forgot and started doing other things. Because that's, you know, that's how I am. At some point, terraforming this to a savanna makes sense, probably. But I think we have other stuff to focus on right now. So, on Acellus, we don't need to pick up any new planets anytime soon. We are all set on that. But we do need to continue to pick up influence. And then probably... yeah, probably this stuff. Because, right, we'll start moving population onto Acellus too. Yeah, we're producing enough food already. And on Eridanus, which is turning out to be a pretty alright system. We don't have any value from this yet. We're already ecstatic. Yeah, I mean, I think I want to change these. Even though, obviously, it's cool to produce dust and everything. The dust boost that we're going to get from being able to run the laws we want to run is pretty considerable. Alright, so we'll wait one more turn. We'll buy ourselves some troop upgrades. We'll head down to Antares and see what is what. It's actually almost within our influence circle as well, which will help. I mean, we can run the invasion out of our Empire manpower pool. We're definitely doing that. Even more influence for Orm. We lost control over Pisces, which is honestly fine. It's not a big deal. So actually, do I want to... maybe I want to wait one more turn? Let the influence bubble definitely consume that planet. We can afford to do this. That's going to make our troops incredibly effective. Down here on Ceres, I know I'm kind of like jumping all over the place. We definitely want to build moon bases. Anywhere we can build a moon base. Are you guys spread out over all 3 planets? That definitely cannot be right. Why don't you come back here? And then explore this moon. Why don't you explore the moon first? And then we'll build stuff that is dependent on the moon. Then we're gonna get to focusing on Edenization. So... 438. We can actually start running it now. We lose 25% industry on all of our systems. Working hard on that. If I researched 2 more techs over here, I would get another law slot. We could get... oh, actually... we probably need to start thinking about citadels, don't we? And then, like, perfect negotiations. I know, we only need 2 more... yeah, let's worry about perfect negotiations later. No, wait, I was doing that because that was actually the other... that was only the second resource, or research from this tier. Okay, I still want to finish this. I want to get my my other subsidiaries up, and also the building that increases trade value. Yeah, running a bunch more subsidiaries down here is going to be really good for us. Alright, let's find out. They've got to have ships here, right? No, they do not. That's bizarre. And also, this planet has, like, no garrison. Why did they declare on me? I don't understand this at all. Well, let's have at them. Our troops are definitely better than theirs are. Yep, so they're going to run conscripts. We're going to be able to start a bombing campaign. And if our influence bubble eclipses their system, eclipses the star of their system, then we can start dropping manpower from the Empire manpower pool onto them. It is very difficult to keep a system safe when it is inside the enemy's influence bubble. Alright, let's do one more turn. Yeah, we're still growing over here. we're not going to worry about the consequences of that bureaucratic imbroglio. Preemptive bombing cuts us down pretty heavily. Now let's just blitz him again. Okay, that's under control. Oh, hey, that thing ended. That's cool.
By my cloth, your actions deserve the closest.
That's fair. We are, you know, peaceful. I like peace. This happened. A lot of stuff popping up. More stuff than I would like. Okay, there are pirates at Laren. I guess that makes sense. It is pirate marked. And as always, lots and lots of level ups. I like this thing where we get more than one hero level up basically every turn, though. It's handy. Okay, so we're at 3.5k per turn. It's accelerating. We're getting there. Here on Gaikon, we don't really need to go for Miners Union. And like the titanium is just not that valuable. We could terraform to a savanna, lose a little dust per population, but also gain 2 population. Oh, that's actually a loss of dust, though, right? Because we're losing. Oh, what's the dust output of this planet? This would go down to 4. Right now, its maximum is 5 times 6, but it would become 4 times. No, that's not a loss. Actually, never mind. Do the terraform. And then at some point soon, we're going into capitalist frenzy here. An extra 600 dust per turn. So how much do I need to really focus on industry now? I'm wondering if this is the time to swap the laws over. You guys... Oh, you definitely need interplanetary transport network. Yeah, I think we've gotten a lot of our important stuff built. Let's cut Pay It Forward and replace it with this. 20% dust per luxury deposit on systems is a lot of dust in some places. We're at 4.8 per turn now. Once we get Antares clear, we're going to see our trade route income jump, which is cool. We may also get control of the Constellation back. It's possible. Edenization. Why are we divided over the system in this way? This is very strange. Okay. I said one more turn, but I actually kind of want to wrap up the Antares thing. Yeah, let's keep going for a moment here. Although, we don't want to end this turn with this much dust. Not when we could be investing it. We'll keep pushing freighters for this trading company for now. Next turn, we're going to be able to do another Transvine upgrade, although I don't know how much we're going to need it. Looks like our approval levels have actually gotten pretty good. I suppose at this point we could start picking up systems again then. Yeah, that's probably what we want to do with some of this dust. Alright, that is looking pretty good for us. Yeah, see, we're pulling manpower from the Empire pool now. So we're going to be able to blitz them until they have nothing left, which is soon. Unfortunately, they are incoming in a pretty serious way.
Unfallen greet you in peace and harmony.
Absolutely not. That is an insane offer. I don't know what you are thinking, man. Surprise, I want even more influence. I want more law slots. We got other good laws we could be running. Hell, even just continuing to run the law that increases our industry on ecstatic, just moving that back in would be good. Alright, I think we actually want to move everybody to Bellatrix 1 now. Right, I think this is the best planet in the system. Bellatrix 2 is actually pretty good. Oh, and we don't even have interplanetary transport network up yet. Okay, we have a lot of stuff to do here. This system's level 3, so our buyouts are reduced in cost, but also maybe I want to settle some more systems now. Like Thea would be useful. I think they have root ships on the way to Nakos. Thea has Quadronix though. And this planet's pretty great. 13,265. Okay, well, we could just not spend for a turn. We also have strategics we could sell. Like a lot of them, actually. We have a bunch of this that we can't actually use. Yeah, we seem to be pretty happy. I see no reason not to immediately try to ruin that. And then it is 1650 to double the food. We're pulling food from Gaikon, really? Don't you think it would make more sense to pull food from Ragashi? Like it'll actually arrive, which would be cool. I think we can probably afford to do this. So we don't need to worry about this one. The food ships from Ragashi are going to be the dominant force in this planet getting settled no matter what. Because we are at 16 of 10 and reasonably happy about it. Okay, yeah, let's try to go until the Antares thing is resolved. Oh, I do have to care about this. So they have ships coming in. A single medium reporting 1100 attack power. It is armed with energy weapons? Yeah, mostly energy weapons. In fact, all energy weapons. So we're not really super well suited to dealing with this. Can I upgrade this frigate? Let's cut some of the plating. In fact, all of the plating. Placing it with plasmal shielding. And then I'm sure we can juice these weapons a little bit too, right? We have this thing, 79 DPS. Yeah. Let's go this way. We could cut down on the engines a little bit to mount a little bit more shielding. That's like a pretty... It's a pretty good ship design against the thing we see coming for us, right? I guess I should actually look at the smalls and make sure that they're not bullet ships. Now, they are well defended against torpedoes, but the damage difference between those torpedoes and the energy weapons we have access to is pretty considerable, right? 79 to 29? Yeah, it's probably still right to run this. And then actually, we could run a projectile enhancer. You can only run one of those? Yeah. Alright, fair enough. And we can update the ships right now because we're in our influence area. The ships that are at a system are considered to be at the center of the... Like, this point is where the system is for the purposes of your influence barrier. So the moment our influence barrier passed this, all of a sudden, this all became much easier for us. Alright, that ship alone might be able to handle a lot of this. But we should probably start building another one. Yeah, won't take long. And we can buy it out if we have to. Alright, who else needs orders? You have arrived accidentally at a place where there is stuff to search. Man, how many points of population have we found on planets this game? Send a fleet to a quest marker over here on Arcturus. Well, you know, we don't really have that much else to do right now. But I'm gonna use the direct route. Because I don't want to try to go through Oshi. I suspect our ship will be destroyed if we attempt that. 50 dust.
As our relations stand,
Okay, that doesn't That doesn't matter to us at all. And we are one turn away from having an awful lot of extra trade company subsidiaries to build, which is really, really good for us. Okay, probably want to keep you over here on the food system. Alright, I think we should be able to hold here at Antares. A lot of our ships are minor faction ships, and as such, bad. But we do have 2 mediums to their 1, and one of our mediums is a heck of a ship. Ha! They just went straight through. They changed their minds. Also, I'm not in guard mode. Probably
We hail your rational
bit of a mistake. Does that make you hypocrites? I mean, sort of. You're kind of trespassing in my universe. But I'm willing to let it slide because we're such good friends. Okay, that has come to an end. It is a shame. So we produced all of the food and industry from that. I think we probably just keep pushing it, right? A little bit of science is no longer very valuable to us. You... Okay, we have to actually go look at Bouchier. Bouchier is... boy. This one. Okay, so a bonus per hot is actually pretty meaningful here. But not right this second, actually. I probably do just want to go for the food and industry then. And Oleg Lagarin is probably picking up Rousing Orator on Acellus. Acellus does not need food terribly badly, right? Why did I think... oh, no, this is Acellus. No, Acellus does not need food terribly badly. We've got food covered over here. What we need is more influence. Okay, so we've reached Baten. I'm going to starve out the colony, if I can. I see no reason to allow Horatio to build stuff while we are at war. Also, we discovered a source of Auricalcic, so I kind of want this colony. Also, you know, Auriga. Eridanis could produce that. That is definitely worthwhile. We don't need to pick this up just yet. Okay, oh, we got to put these subsidiaries up. So, where I want to do that is probably Kochab and Graphius, right? Make them run through the maximum number of systems to get to us. Boy, I can't wait for this to be my system. This battle could end any minute now. It would be just fine. I suppose this is pretty valuable. Now, we don't actually have the ability to build that subsidiary, right? It would break as soon as we finished off the ones we're allowed to have. Well, it says we're allowed. It says we're at 3 of 3 and 3 of 3. Huh. Oh, also, we need to make some trade agreements with our allies at this point, as our trade companies are starting to become actually valuable. This is not a big important thing here. This is important. And then after that, honestly, like it might be time. Actually, after we finish this, we're gonna have the ability to get another behemoth, right? Because it's every third technology, and that's our third behemoth tech. So, definitely gonna build another one of those. May just have it orbit Gaikon. Just have them all stack up there. Alright, can we please get Antares under control? I'm sure if we take Antares, and then we've run off his fleet, that will probably be enough to get him to surrender. Now we gotta fix this. So we are at Wow, 89. We've been growing. A small amount of growing has occurred. That's getting a little bit expensive. I mean, we're pushing as best we can. They're gonna run out of population to use for drafting pretty soon.
We hail your rational leadership. Through your actions, this universe begins to feel like
Sure. I'm down with that. I'm extremely not down with that. I don't know why. That deal keeps getting worse and worse. I don't know how they expect me to take that. You know, the AI does not always behave in a way that seems sensible to us out here on the outside. We gotta get these built everywhere, really. I suppose we should do AI labor first. It'll shorten this a little bit. And then Orm. I mean, we have trade routes running from here. This will matter. And Gatria. Also, yeah, same deal. Trade route income up everywhere. Okay, so we have kind of a lot of money right now. I'm a little worried about this. They're behaving very strangely. But let's start, I guess, let's start running, well, trade agreements with our allies won't actually be meaningful right now anyway, right? I suppose a trade agreement with them would be. But, we're blocked off from the Unfallen by Horatio for the moment. Let's see if they'll do it.
You will see that our trials have not hardened our hearts.
Boy, they really want my technology. Let's try this thing again. Boy, she's really thinking about that. It's a tough one. What? Why did it... that was weird. Clicked Orichalcix and it like jumped down and then jumped back up. So she is really not willing to do this for cheap. You know what? Let's hold off for a minute. Let's resolve the Antares situation and then we'll figure out our trade agreements. But for the moment, we can certainly continue to pump resources into our trade fleets. And we're about to pick up another trading company headquarters. Alright, the trading companies are getting pretty intense. This is fine, I guess. We're going to push our influence bubble out through that. Probably in a way that will make that okay. Yeah, give me a ton of approval. Because that other choice on that quest is not, like, not ever worth taking. That's not... I'm sure there are good reasons to cheat in elections, but we have not needed to use them much. Alright. Now we occupy Antares, which is going to repair all of our,
Do not be
all of our trade routes, all of our internal trade routes, our personal trade routes. We have the ability to create a new trading company with headquarters at Antares, probably. Yeah, I think that makes the most sense. And we could do one over here on this constellation. That's probably not worth it. Antares, give me Trade Company HQ. I will absolutely put effort forth to speed that up. We can probably get that this turn, right? So we got a strong magnetic field, but also the Garden of Eden. Well, we found a lot of Gardens of Eden. Yeah, alright, let's see if we can put together 14k right now. I might be able to. A lot of resources. And a bunch of it's stuff I don't even need. Also, we don't need anywhere near this many mushrooms. Alright, 14k. Easy. So actually, we're going to do one more turn then, so that I can start building our... This will let me run another behemoth out. Well, let's... Hold on. Let's create another one of those. I'm going to run another turn so that we can start building the other trade company subsidiaries, because otherwise I will forget. I am certain of that. Okay, you are also inside the trade network. A lot of places where we could do a little bit of rushing. Right, he's on his way back, so we should definitely hang out here and then blow him up, and then after that, try to get a negotiation for peace. Because I want him as pliable on the subject as possible. Right, and everywhere else, everything is going fine. Cetus is actually... They're both gaining influence pretty quickly. So I think allowing Pink to take Varen and then just taking it back from them is probably a thing we can do. And remember, once we repel the influence bubble around Bellatrix enough, once this is freed, all of a sudden we're producing twice as much influence here. Actually, to that end, I'm gonna go ahead and do this now.
Acceptable.
Our relationship with them, I think, is good enough to handle that, and I am tired of all the extra influence pressure. Also, they're going to make a demand on us soon, and we are just going to have to let them, which is not great. It's not my favorite thing. How's this going? We're not actually starving them. We're just preventing them from making any progress. I'm not sure if I care about Auriga or not, like, if I really want that system. I certainly like having systems. I don't know, we'll see. Not a decision I have to make right this second. The only decision I have to make right this second is where this other subsidiary is going, and it's not really a decision. It goes on Eridanis. Alright, so with that... And actually, I'm going to do this. With that, we are now really pushing our trade routes. I think this is the best they're going to get internally for the moment, at least. Let's see what trade route income looks like in this moment. I refuse. We got to blow that guy up in a second. We found 20 titanium on Antares 1 in the ruins of the battle. Alright, let's handle this. First of all, let's do that. We can change up this thing a little bit. So, like, these two shuttles are not great. The knife is worse. Knife out, also one shuttle out, and then merge these things together and attack with this. So he'll run away. We probably want to do, like, power to shields. Yeah. I mean, let's watch. If he doesn't run, I want to see it happen, but he's going to run. Okay, and now that he must know he is defeated, let's just see how receptive he is to a truce.
The most perfect. As Horatio, we are most vexed.
Okay, well, we could make the truce happen, but we also could go to Fatia and mess his stuff up. It's kind of a lot of turns, and I have other things I could be doing. I don't know. We'll see. We're going to stop here. Sorry, let's finish moving our ships around for the rest of the turn. Okay, with that, I think we're basically done with the turn. We're going to stop here, but before we end for the day, let's take a quick look at how we're progressing toward the victory. So, we need 1.26 million dust. We are at 97,000 produced over the course of the game. We are currently producing 6.6 per turn. So it wouldn't take us... It's not going to be that many turns before we have passed that 97,000 over again. But it's still 1.26 million, still a bit away. But keep in mind, we're going to keep seeing gains as we have been seeing here. And right now, our trading companies are already producing far more than they were before. We can definitely afford to pour a little bit into that and get this thing rolling. There's a problem around Fatia? Why are you trying to run a trade route through Fatia? Hold on. Oh, the company from Antares running to Boucher. Yeah, okay, I guess that makes sense. And then once we have this Fatia problem solved, we can start thinking about trading companies out to here. Can we? We cannot get another trading company. Though I do only have 5. Oh yeah, that's right. The other one's building. Okay. Yeah, our dust is coming along. We're in a position now, approval-wise, where we could afford to pick up some more systems, and so we got to think about that. We can pick up some more people. We can get to peace with more people as well to help cover the approval necessary to pick up more systems. So I think we're in a good place to keep expanding, actually, if we want. That's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. We're kind of still in the middle of an embarrassment of riches, not just resources, but also options here. So I'm not really sure exactly what the way forward is from here. Come back next time to find out, and we'll see you then.